Welcome children. In the previous video we seen what is a vector quantity, the position vector, direction cosines, direction ratios and the types of vectors. In this video we are going to see addition of vectors, properties of vector addition, multiplication of a vector by a scalar and components of a vector. Addition of vectors. A vector AB simply means the displacement from a point A to the point B. Consider a situation that a girl moves from A to B and then from B to C. The net displacement made by the girl from the point A to the point C, which is given by the vector AC and can be expressed as AC equal to AB plus BC, which is known as the triangle law of vector addition. In general, if we have two vectors A and B, then to add them, they are positioned so that the initial point of one coincides with the terminal point of the other. We have shifted vector B without changing its magnitude and direction so that initial point coincides with the terminal point of A. Then the vector A plus B, represented by the third side AC of the triangle ABC, which is the sum of the vectors A and B. In triangle ABC, we have AB plus BC, which is equal to AC. Since AC equal to minus CA, we have AB plus BC plus CA, which is equal to AA equal to 0 vector. When the sides of a triangle are taken in order, it leads to 0 resultant as the initial and terminal points gets coincide. Construct a vector BC so that its magnitude is same as a vector BC but in the opposite direction, that is BC equal to minus of BC. Then applying triangle law of addition of vectors, AB plus BC equal to AC. So AC equal to AB plus minus of BC, which is equal to AB is A and BC is minus B. The vector AC is said to represent the difference of A and B. Addition of two vectors AC equal to AB plus BC, which is A plus B, and difference of two vectors AC equal to A minus B. So next one is parallelogram law of addition of vectors. If we have two vectors A and B represented by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram in magnitude and direction, then the sum is A plus B, which is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram through the common point. This is known as parallelogram law of addition of vectors. So using the triangle law, OA plus AC, which is equal to OC, then OA plus OB, which is equal to OC, since AC equal to OB, which is parallelogram law. Thus we say that the two laws of vector addition are equivalent to each other. Properties of vector addition. First property, for any two vectors A and B, A plus B equal to B plus A, that is commutative law. A plus B equal to B plus A. Consider the parallelogram ABCD. let AB equal to A and BC equal to B. Then using the triangle law from triangle ABC, we have AC equal to A plus B. Since the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel, we have AD equal to BC equal to B and DC equal to AB equal to A. Again, using triangle law from triangle ADC, AC equal to AD plus DC, AD is B and DC is A. So AC equal to B plus A. From 1 and 2, we can say that A plus B equal to B plus A. Property 2, for any three vectors A, B and C, A plus B plus C, which is equal to A plus B plus C. Associative property, let the vectors A, B and C represented by PQ, QR and RS respectively, then A plus B, which is equal to PQ plus QR, which is equal to PR. And again B plus C, which is equal to QR plus RS. Which is equal to QS. So A plus B plus C, which is equal to PR plus RS, which is equal to PS. PR plus RS, which is equal to PS. And again A plus B plus C, which is equal to PQ plus QS, which is equal to PS. PQ plus QS, which is equal to PS. So equating these two, we get A plus B plus C, which is equal to A plus B plus C, which is an associative property. Without using the brackets, we can write the sum of the three vectors as A plus B plus C. So for any vector A, we have A plus 0, which is equal to 0 plus A, which is equal to A, where 0 is called the 0 vector, which is called the additive identity for the vector addition. Multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Let A be a given vector and lambda a scalar. Then the product of the vector A by the scalar lambda, denoted as lambda into A vector, which is called the multiplication of a vector A by the scalar lambda. Lambda into A is also a vector collinear to the vector A. The vector lambda A has a direction same or opposite to that of the vector A. Lambda may be positive or negative. Then the magnitude of vector lambda A is lambda times the magnitude of the vector A. That is magnitude of lambda into A vector, which is equal to lambda into magnitude of A. Here we have a vector A and this is half of A, where half is a lambda, which is a scalar. When lambda equal to -1, then lambda A vector, which is equal to minus of A vector, which is a vector having magnitude equal to the magnitude of A and direction opposite to that of the direction A. The vector minus A, which is called the negative or additive inverse of a vector A. That is A plus minus A vector, which is equal to minus A vector plus A, which is equal to 0 vector. If lambda equal to 1 by magnitude of A, provided A is not equal to 0, that is A vector is not a null vector, then magnitude of lambda A, which is equal to magnitude of lambda into A, which is equal to 1 by lambda is 1 by magnitude of A into A, which is equal to 1. So lambda into A vector represents the unit vector in the direction of A. We write unit vector A cap as 1 by magnitude of A into A vector. Components of a vector. Let us take the points A as 1, 0, 0, B 0, 1, 0 and C 0, 0, 1 on the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. Then magnitude of OA is 1, OB is 1 and OC is 1. The vectors OA, OB and OC, each having magnitude 1, are called unit vectors along the axis OX, OY and OZ respectively. Consider the position vector OP of the point P, X, Y, Z, as I, J and K are the unit vectors along the X, Y and Z axis respectively. Hence, the position vector of P with reference to O, which is given by OP, which is R equal to Xi plus Yj plus Zk. This form of any vector is called its component form. Here X, Y and Z are called scalar components of R, and Xi, Yj and Zk are called the vector components of. The length of a vector R equal to Xi plus Yj plus Zk, which is given by R equal to magnitude of Xi plus Yj plus Zk, which is equal to root of x square plus y square plus z square. If A and B are any two vectors given in the component form a1i plus a2j plus a3k and b1i plus b2j plus b3k, then sum or resultant of the vectors A and B is given by a plus b, which is equal to a1 plus b1 of I plus a2 plus b2 of j plus a3 plus b3 of k. Second, the difference of the vector A and B is given by a minus b equal to a1 minus b1 of I plus a2 minus b2 of j plus a3 minus b3 of k. Third one, the vectors A and B are equal if and only if a1 equal to b1, a2 equal to b2 and a3 equal to b3. Fourth one, the multiplication of vector A by any scalar lambda is given by lambda of A, which is equal to lambda a1 into I plus lambda a2 into j plus lambda a3 into k. The addition of vectors and the multiplication of a vector by a scalar together gives the following distributive laws. Let A and B be any two vectors and K and M be any scalars. Then first K into A vector plus M into A vector, which is equal to K plus M into A vector. Second one, K into M into A vector, which is equal to Km into A vector. Third one, K into A plus B, which is equal to K into A plus K into B. We may observe that whatever be the value of lambda, the vector lambda A is always collinear to the vector A. Two vectors A and B are collinear if and only if there exists a non-zero scalar lambda such that B equal to lambda into A. If the vectors A and B are given in the component form, that is A equal to a1i plus a2j plus a3k and B equal to b1i plus b2j plus b3k, then it can be written in the form of B equal to lambda into A. That is b1i plus b2j plus b3k, which is equal to lambda into a1i plus a2j plus a3k, which is equal to lambda a1 into I plus lambda a2 into j plus lambda a3 into k. Equating the coefficients of I, b1 equal to lambda into a1. So writing in the form of b equal to lambda a. So b1 equal to lambda into a1, b2 equal to lambda into a2, b3 equal to lambda into a3. Then b1 by a1 which is equal to lambda, b2 by a2 which is equal to lambda, b3 by a3 which is equal to lambda. Therefore, b1 by a1 which is equal to b2 by a2 which is equal to b3 by a3 which is equal to lambda. When two vectors a and b are given, then it is collinear if and only if b equal to lambda into a, and this can be written as b1 by a1 which is equal to b2 by a2 which is equal to b3 by a3 which is equal to lambda. Second one, if a equal to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, then a1, a2, a3 are called direction ratios of a. So third one, it is given that Lmn are the direction cosines of a vector, then Li plus mj plus nk, which is equal to cos alpha into I plus cos beta into j plus cos gamma into k, which is the unit vector in the direction of that vector, where alpha, beta and gamma are the angles which the vector makes with x, y and z axis respectively.